Guess what?
Hi, let's talk about dog body language, something seriously very important. Dogs mainly communicate non-verbally through the use of body language and secondarily through vocalizations. Your dog's body language includes tail carriage, that is, position of the tail, whether it's up or down or in the middle somewhere, the tail motion, the movement of the tail, position of the ear and the eye, position of the body itself and its movements, and facial expressions. It's certainly important to have knowledge of body language of your dog and the ability to accurately identify these different body languages. And this will help decipher what a dog or your dog is trying to communicate with you or with someone with you. When observing a dog's body language, it certainly makes a lot of sense to determine what is being communicated. So it is crucial to observe the entire dog and not a part of the dog. As well, the situation and the context is important in order to accurately determine what is being conveyed. There are 5 common groups of canine communication signals. In a given situation, a dog can demonstrate more than one of these groupings in response to the situation. So the 5 common groups are fear, arousal, anxious, aggressive, and relaxed. When a dog is frightened, he or she will most likely react to the fearful stimulus with the whole body. The body language may show up as a combination of several signals and may appear as a progression through these signals as the dog's response intensifies because of a prolongation of the fear stimuli. He may lick his lips even though he is not hungry, or yawn even though he is not tired. He might keep his mouth tightly closed. He may cover or lower his body, lower or tuck his tail in, or put or pull his ears back. He may also tremble or shake, look away to avoid eye contact, or lean back to avoid the stimulus that is perceived as frightening. Sometimes the absence of active signal can communicate as much as the presence of active signals. For example, a dog that is not eating food or treats is avoiding people when they approach him or his kennel, or freezes when approached towards, now appearing shut down. All these demonstrate fearful communication signals. This is very important. There is a potential for a fearful dog to switch to aggressive body language if the presence of the fearful stimulus continues or becomes more threatening. Let's step into arousal. The arousal or excitement can be due to many factors, including age of your dog, whether it's an adolescent dog or an old dog or a very little dog, puppy rather, confinement, lack of physical and mental outlets, and personality. Arousal or excitement is often a response to a stimulus the dog likes, such as a person, another dog, or a toy. For example, a dog with soft, relaxed body, eyes, mouth, and a wagging tail that jumps up for your attention is a dog that is seeing a favorable stimulus or a favorable person. He may also play bow, that is rear end in the air, front end lower, if he is excited about a favorable stimulus, person or toy. However, arousal behaviors can also be due to unfavorable stimulus, such as an unwanted person or a dog or a situation. Arousal signals in response to an unfavorable stimulus may be coupled with fear signals, such as trembling or a low tucked tail. Arousal signals may also be paired along with aggressive signals such as barking or lunging, or with anxious signals such as pacing around or spinning around. Now, some common behaviors observed in aroused, excited dogs are jumping, mounting, and mouthing. Mouthing can be soft, that is, teeth contact with no pressure or pain, or hard, teeth contact causing pain and discomfort, or biting of leash or clothing. When a dog is aroused, its fur can be piloerect, that is, standing up. Ears are generally forward or at attention, and its body stance is upward and erect. The tail is often up and wagging stiffly, and the eyes are open wide and very focused. The dog may also be barking or lunging. What about a dog that is anxious? What is the body language? So dogs that are normally pretty relaxed can become anxious, and dogs with minimal anxiety on intake can become progressively anxious. The body language of an anxious dog includes excessive panting, pacing around, and a lack of focus. An anxious dog may demonstrate a similar body language to a fearful dog. An anxious dog may pant excessively, even when not hot or recently exercised, lick his lips even when he's not hungry or even if he's not hungry, yawn even if he's not tired, and have a slightly lowered body stance with ears slightly backwards. He may wag his tail slowly and look away or move away from people. An anxious dog may drool heavily. And anxious dogs are similar to fearful dogs. They exhibit the absence of behavior and appear shut down. Aggressive body language. Now, aggression is a normal and natural behavior in dogs and animals in general, of course. Often, aggression is triggered by a perceived threat, such as a person, another dog, or an inanimate object. Now, aggression is used by the dog to protect itself and its possessions from perceived threats like a person, another dog, or an inanimate object. Now, an aggressive body language is used by a dog as an aggressive communication signal to convey that it will defend itself, its territory, or its possessions. In many cases, aggressive body posture or vocalizations are warning signals, and the dog's behavior may never escalate into a bite. For example, if a dog is uncomfortable with a person approaching a rawhide he is chewing on, he may stiffen, growl, or show his teeth. So at this point, if the person decides to continue and come closer to the dog could snap or bite, but he may not in general. In these cases, heeding the warning signals of the dog is the best way to prevent an escalation of aggressive behavior. So, an aggressive body language includes stiffening or freezing of the body, eyes wide with a lot of white showing, whale eyes, tense mouth or curled lips, wrinkled nose, showing teeth, barking, growling, and ear snapping. Well, what about a relaxed dog? So, a relaxed dog appears not to have a care in the world. His mouth is relaxed and slightly open, with ends that could be turning up, almost appear to be smiling. His head and ears are in a neutral position. His body is loose and eyes are soft. His tail may be wagging in a swishing back and forth motion or even circular motions. He often will be lying down, sometimes even in the frog leg position. Now that's a relaxed dog.